We came up with this year's theme by, I was watching A Nightmare Before Christmas at home, and the Oogie Boogie Man's theme came on. And I just really got excited about the possibilities that we could do with this show. I went out and bought the CD for the movie, and I sat down and put a show together, concept idea. And then I sat down with Mr. Freitag, and I played it for him. We talked, and he said, "Man, this is a great idea." So we just went on from there. I met with the arranger, Joe Murphy from Cumberland University, and we got it knocked out during spring break of last year. Comparing this to the past shows, this show is more challenging musically and visually. Musically because there's more than one thought process going on. Like with Edward Scissorhands, it was more complex than Pirates of the Caribbean. But then we got this idea, not only could we do more independent parts, we could also do different styles. This show had orchestral style, also had the Oogie Boogie Man's main theme was Sing Sing Sing, so it introduces a lot of the jazz styles to the majority of the band. Visually, our drill writer is a DCI drill writer, and he took those concepts and put it in our show this year, which is pretty hard. The velocity of this whole show made the visual package much more appealing to the audience and at the same time more challenging to the students.
One, two, three, four.
Band camp this year for the first time since I've been here was on blacktop. In the past they have had it on there. This year our major issue has been going from blacktop to grass in the stadium. There's a different sound quality. Blacktop you get, obviously you want to get reverb, a lot of it, especially from battery. Marching out there you guys should hear it more. And so when you get that sound to the tower, it sounds nice and full. But when you get onto the grass, the ground naturally soaks up more sound, so the levels are different. So it's more challenging as directors to balance that during a rehearsal on blacktop. And it was much more enduring for the students because the heat. But they really persevered this year and got a lot done quick, especially this freshman class. I mean, we had maybe the first day 3 people sit out, but after that they just pushed through it and got a lot of things accomplished. It was a great camp.
Illinois High School Marching Band.
You know, all the contests this year are more challenging to us. We were in a new class. I thought the Waverly Contest went really well for their first performance. Just thinking from the past of the 4 years I've been teaching with the first performance for all my bands, you know, they always have that, oh my God, there's people looking at me, and it's quiet. This year, they had that, but it wasn't as prevalent.
Division II's best soloist is the trombone player of Laverne High School. First place percussion goes to Laverne High School.
They did a great job. They had a very challenging show throughout the contest. And they placed very well. I mean, second out of 22, that's a big statement for your first time out. Now, should we have placed higher? We all feel we should have, but we weren't the person putting numbers on paper. So that part I was somewhat disappointed in. But overall, I mean, second out of 22, that's a great, great first outing. At the Austin Peay Contest, our prelims performance had some issues with it.
There were some great moments in the show, but we kept reverting. We kept making mistakes. And here's what I can't help you with. You guys made mistakes today, particularly ensemble unity mistakes that we haven't made in 4 weeks.
We came back, placed second out of 5 in prelims. I agree with that totally. Came back, the kids did an outstanding job in finals. Everything was 100 times better than was in prelims.
Class 3A, second place band, Laverne High School.
The placement, all of us don't agree with. Even people, I was getting emails about that for about a week after saying that we should have placed higher. People from Riverdale, from Smyrna, who stayed and cheered us on when we beat them. We were the highest placing Rutherford County band at that contest. Said, you know, we should have been higher. I think we did an outstanding job with that contest, and the placement, don't agree with, but we'll go back next year and fix that.
Laverne High School, you may take the field for the USSBA Group 5 Open Championship competition.
Kids did a great job, especially in a stadium where the press box was 3 times the distance from the field. It was pretty high. I was expecting it to be closer and as high as it was. So the kids had to adjust for that distance, and they did a great job of balancing the ensemble sound versus just playing loud. Visually, they did a great job. I believe that was at that point in the season, it was their best run yet. At the Chattanooga Contest, we were state champions for 5 open. They placed second overall musically, only to Cleveland. Visually, I believe they placed 5th. And because of our placement at this contest, we received a phone call from the Bands of America to invite us to the different bowl games that they sponsor.